Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. Oh, y'all want another video? Oh, y'all want another video? Matty Shenanigans, the foolery, the fuckery of it all. Good morning. Shenanigans, the foolery, the fuckery of it all. I'm gonna lower this down just a tad bit, darling. That's good here. Shout out to M. Dot, the super producer. Shenanigans, the foolery, the fuckery of it all. Shenanigans, the foolery, the fuckery of it all. Yes, God. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. We live. Puss. Listen. Ooh. That was my Starbucks giving me the pop. Let me get my random bit of milk caffeine. We are right. Do me a favor and hit that like button if you're just joining in. If you've been a part of the Rant Pack, hey, how you doing, babies? If you're new to the game and you're now on your first live as a part of the Rant Pack, welcome. I send you my love. Currently wearing a shirt by American Richard. I love this shirt. It's a little cut off. Just because I had something to eat this morning, we're only going to give you a little light. Ooh, just a little torso. That's all we're going to get. Y'all know I'm not too sexual. From New Zealand, what's going on out there? Lord knows I had a old friend of mine long time ago from New Zealand, Miss Tanya. She was everything. She was one of the best women I've ever met in my life. So let me tell you something. If you're any close to Miss Tanya from a New Zealand, I understand that you're good people, okay? Let's do this, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the live so I have you to look at. And I can see what's going on here. Can I refresh my screen? Thank you. Okay. We're going to talk about a couple things today. I want to go over Drag Race episode 12 again with you and have a much more deeper conversation, as you know I like to do on my live videos. Also, we'll, I guess, talk about Celebrity Drag Race. We'll also talk about Untucked. No, we won't. Hold on, let me get these names down. Listen, with the G, I need the enunciations, please, because I might say something crazy. Is that Gwimsy? Is that what it is? Is it Guam? Is it with the Guam or is it with the U and the E? Hey, from Indiana, what's up? Be kind, rewind. That's one of my favorite sayings from back in the Gap. Hey, come on, Colorado, Illinois. Yes, Puerto Rico. Oh, I need to go to Puerto Rico so bad. Come on, Portugal. Anybody else want to go ahead and give their location? when you have a good sip? A good sip. Oof. That gave me all kinds of life. Oh my God. North Carolina, go on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Spin around your head, spinning like a helicopter. Ow! San Diego, come on. Austin, you down the street. Amsterdam, best, you know what you can get. I'm not going to say on this live so I don't get docked. Detroit, come on, Motor City. All right. DC, Long Beach, you was down the corner from me. Takara, what's the tea? Birmingham, UK. All right, we got everybody in here. South Carolina, come on. Finally caught alive. Welcome, welcome. West Virginia, Bronx. Ooh, blesses. Canada, I live for you. Speaking of Canada, thank you for that. Let's go ahead and have this conversation. So I understand that there is a Canada drag race that's going to be coming out very soon. I don't know how I'm going to watch it because I need to figure out what the viewing program I'm able to see it on. And of course, you know, Maddie's going to have to pay a bill as usual just to go ahead and see it. Alicia's in the room. What's up, my moderator? Moderator, moderator, moderator. Hey, Jersey. Thank you. We had just did this. That's what you heard in the background while the music was playing. Jiggly Caliente lives in my neighborhood, Sunnyside, Queens. What's up? Jiggly's my sister. Tell my sister I said, hey, as a matter of fact, I'll text her later. You said the WoW app. Oh, I got to pay them again. God bless it. Maui. Can I tell you, Maui's is my favorite island for Hawaii. Maui's my favorite. The Grand Wailea is where my parents took me to as a child to, like, I guess, have a fun time in Hawaii. We went to that hotel at least 4 times. Maui is so beautiful. Y'all don't know. Ooh, Maui is so beautiful. If I could retire, it'd be in Maui. Dead ass. Back in the day, we were. Back in the day, Raja, my father was a stockbroker and he was making a lot of good money back in the day. But as time progressed and bullshit happened, we lost a lot of those things. So when I say it was an early part of my life, I really mean it. Like a really early part of my life. So for Canada's Drag Race, this is what I'm going to do. If I need to do hola to you, if I need to do, hey, out in Iceland, what? If I need to do this review, I plan to review the season. Y'all know I do Drag Race, anything on a competition level, reality style. So that, Anima folk, come on for the double bow win. So I will try my best to make sure I review the show. I did not do Drag Race Thailand justice because I started the season and it became difficult for me to review because I was also reading subtitles, reading subtitles, looking up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And there was nothing wrong with that, but I got tired of doing it at one point. And then I had so much bullshit going on between, I was actually moving at the time from Jamar's to my next location. So it was just a lot that I had happen. The Rant Pack is very international. We are all around the world. It's all love, baby. We all connect just like that. But Drag Race Thailand, if they have another season, and I know they are, I will be covering it. But for Canada, I certainly will be covering it. How do I think of Brooklyn as the host? I will save my judgments, Kelly, until I see the season. We saw season 11. We saw season 11. Okay, so I want to see her in an atmosphere where she is hosting. Because Mama was funny for that Reno 911 skit they did. That was funny. Brooklyn can be funny. I just hope that she's not stretching the entire time for every joke. Look at my crotch. Joke. Like, I just don't want that. I'm going to give it a chance. Yeah. I'm going to give it a good chance. But I want to do that because I feel like a lot of you are going to be watching it, and I want to be fair because we all want to have reviews from everybody, and if y'all are doing it, we gonna do that. Hey, Claire Bear at Canada Drag Race, baby. That's going to be starting, I think, in July. I hope it's not in June. I hope it's in July because we have All Stars 5 to look forward to in June, and of course, I'll be covering that. Now, before I get into Drag Race, before we get into this conversation, let me go ahead and update y'all on what's happening with me in Houston and what is about to happen in this following week, okay? I literally was going to make a GoFundMe for this, but I'd rather just do this via video where I have this conversation, and then from there, we go on. If someone wants to make one and if it does anything, send it to me, that's fine. But I already did it going to LA, and I did it again for another situation. So I don't want to put that on folks. But this is what's happening. So, baby, y'all know I've been here for almost damn near 2 months, and that was not the plan as far as living in a hotel situation. But based on what happened with my father, my brother, my family just fucking me over, excluding my sister and my other brother lives in a completely different state, way far away from here. Um, there was this really it just really put me in a dark place with my family. Like, I thought we were getting better. I thought we were cool. Everything seemed fine when I was away. But when I came here, because of the COVID-19 situation, they told me to quarantine myself for 2 weeks, which I did. I quarantined myself for 2 weeks, and then I said, hey, is it time for me to come? Pulled a stunt on me. Well, we don't know because they've extended this, and it's our this, that, and the immune systems. I'm like, I just flew out here, spent all my money to get here, got here, and now I've spent all the money I was planning to save to move into an apartment in Los Angeles, which I'm a little bit, whew, the amount of money I had to spend on this hotel for a whole month is ridiculous. So, needless to say, if y'all know who Alexander Rogers is also a YouTuber, and he does Pop Roast and The Allegedly Show. I've been on a few of those. And with C. Diggy One, Chris D, and Alexander Rogers. So Alex has contacted me. We just talked this morning, for that matter, because he wanted to update me on what we're going to do. But Alex offered me a room to stay, because he's basically got a situation where I can move in with him, and we can do this together, and then I don't have to be in a hotel, and I can be closer to Los Angeles. And we're just gonna work on our YouTube stuff together, as well as do some stuff like collab kind of things, and just have a work environment where we can be creative and be comfortable in our living situation, because I haven't been comfortable here. He's getting into that place, and he wants to bring me on board. Now, I'm gonna tell you this because I have to do Alex right, because Alex offered this to me 2 weeks ago, and I didn't take it because I didn't have any finances to be like, okay, cool, I can do this, right? But now, as I'm doing this entire situation, and all the money that I just spent on this hotel, and I calculated everything, I was like, bitch, I spent more here than I would have spent if I just left the 2 weeks ago he asked me to. So now, basically, if anybody wants to help, because this is about to be in a crazy situation for me, I have to get a last minute ticket to fly out to Vegas. And of course, I'm paying rent with Alex, and then we're gonna go over the next month or so, because my plan is to live with my friend for at least 2 months, 3 months. If this ends up being something where it's feasible and financially okay for me, let's just move into a house or a situation together. Creatives work alike. That's my boy. That's my friend. I love him to death. And yeah, we'll do that kind of situation. So, whenever Alicia posts the links for donating, that's where all that's going to, y'all. It's going to this move this week. I'm getting the flippin' fuck out of Houston. I'm getting out of Houston. Going to Vegas, yes. But yeah, I'm in and out of, I gotta get out of here. I can't live here anymore with my family being 5 miles away from me, doing me the way they're doing me. My dad is literally 5 miles away from me, and we don't even talk like that. And my brother is 3 miles away from me. Ugh, it's a gross feeling every day when I'm walking to the corner store, and I think I'm gonna run into my brother, or I think I'm gonna run into my dad, and I'm gonna be like, it's just gonna explode. So I'm like, I have to go. And it's the best option for me. Oh, I'm getting emotional. I have to stop. It's the best option for me as far as my, I got to make more videos for y'all. And I've got to, I'm getting upset. I've wanted to post videos every day, but I would get so upset at what's happening here with me and my family that it would literally sit me in the bed and I wouldn't move. And I would forget I had people who give a fuck about me. You know what I mean? And it sucks because they always say your blood is where you come back to. And my mom instilled that in me before she passed away. So I kept thinking that I could continue to come back. And I just now realized I can't. And it's weird. Sorry. It's weird. And I never thought about that with my family. My family is huge. I have a huge family, y'all. And it really does feel like I don't have one. And it's weird. So for me, get back to strong, Maddie. Get back to strong. Let's get off the emotional shit. Come on. Get back. Get back, boy. Get back. Um, I have to think about me now. I have to think about what I gotta do. I have to be me number one. I cannot let these people who have encompassed my life for so long take me out when they no longer want me to be a part of it because of whatever situation. Now, they all have their reasons for why they did what they did. Everyone can have an answer for anything. You don't have to accept answers that don't guide, help, and heal you. Okay? If someone told you no, that's a no, but you can walk away, bitch. You don't have to say, okay, that's the no, I gotta sit in this now. No, you do not. And I don't wanna do that anymore. I don't want to not hold these people accountable for them hurting my feelings, for them always putting me in a situation where they gotta lie about something, and then I find out last minute, and then all of a sudden it's now, well, whoop. No, I'm not doing this again. I've done this for too many years. With that being said, my sister and I did talk this morning, and you are my family. Y'all don't understand. Like, I was on the phone. I think I was on the phone with Jake Yonsei the other day, and I was talking to him, and we were having a conversation just about, our own personal, me and Jake are talking. That's my boy. That's my friend. I don't agree with some things he's done, but we've talked about that too. I've talked about certain things with him, okay? But I brought up the fact that with y'all, I feel so close to sometimes whenever I get on camera and I'm speaking and I read some of your comments, it's as if you were in the conversation at the moment. I know what moment you're talking about when you comment on my page. I don't always respond sometimes, y'all, because I find myself thinking, will I show favoritism if I comment on everything? I don't want to do that. But I also, when I read it, I bring it into what I just said in the video. I remember everything I say. So, I'm like, oh, she talking about that moment. Also, shout out to everyone who helped me with the crystal look last night, because I was really confused. And then when you brought up the Indian deities, I said, oh, that's right. There's several that they are mostly depicted in as blue skin and certain features. So I was like, oh, exactly, perfect. I felt so much better now because that really was biting me. I was like, I knew what it is, but I can't figure it out. Your voice makes me feel comfortable and not alone. I'm low-key, high-key, middle keys, every key that opens doors, y'all's friend, that y'all have just talked to online. And that's the real deal with Maddie. That's always been me. Whenever you meet me in any kind of personal way, and you for those who've met me at DragCon, you can attest to this, we're having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? When you meet me, I'm not going to be someone like, oh, hi. No, it's going to be, hey, how's it going? What's happening? Oh, my goodness. What you doing? Yeah, that's just who I don't know how to be anybody else. I don't know how to be another person. I don't know. And so that's what I try to emulate with this when I do any sort of live or do anything. I just want y'all to know this is reality. I don't bullshit who I am. I don't have to. This is too real. Girl. I know, Claire, it was going to be this year until all this muckery happened, honey. I'm still mad about it. It's okay. Let me pull up my email for y'all. But yeah, everybody, if you want to help in any kind of way, because this is about to be one incredible journey for me, by all means. And I literally have gone through I hate that I've literally spent so much money out here that I was trying to save. But everything helps. So PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. I'm going to tell you this right now as a promise, and I'm not even going to bullshit you. The first week that I'm in Vegas, when I get there, I will have a video every day posted to YouTube. I will, if I have to pull out content from my booty hole, that's what I'm going to do. Because I told Alex, when I get there, we're not only going to be able to relax and have a good time and be in our own space and be able to talk not just on the phone like we used to, but like everything else. But we're also going to, work. We're going to make some shit happen. And I want to be able to just every day post post, 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 post. I'm not doing OnlyFans. I'm not doing the OnlyFans. B, I ain't doing the OnlyFans. I ain't doing the OnlyFans. Thank you, thank you. Listen, even if you can't donate nothing, when you all sit here and you just talk to me, that's a donation in itself to my spirit, and y'all don't know it. You feel what I'm saying? When I have those conversations with people, like that's why I've been so weird about this whole, we're all quarantine type of stuff, because I hate it. Like I miss being able to talk to somebody directly in person and then like have that moment of touch or not touch and all that kind of mess. It's crazy. Thank you, thank you. I mean, y'all listen, Cedric, I see you here, Cash App, Gito, oh, fine self. Thank you, baby. Jasmine, Sandra, Lauren, thank you, Juan, thank you, Dustin, oh my gosh, Patrick, Maya, Melody. My goodness gracious, y'all. If I didn't know love before, I know love now. I'll tell you that. Raymond, thank you. Ray Bear, NC on YouTube. Oh, thank you, baby. Listen here. Hold on, this name. Ayanka, is that how you say it? I hope I said it right. If I said it wrong, clap on me, sister. I deserve it. Matty, all the best of luck for you. Have a nice burger once you sell in your new location from my heart. Y'all know me too well. A cheeseburger will settle. Listen, KD, thank you, sweet pea. Hold on, someone else had donated earlier. I didn't want to forget it. I didn't want to miss it. Where you at? KD. Oh, that's right. You did that earlier. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. That I don't have anything interesting to say, but know that I always love watching your vids. Listen, y'all, hold on. Let's have this conversation about how we feel in certain insecurities in life before I get to Drag Race. Y'all know I preach. Y'all know I preach. I feel like I tried some of something. JJ sent you something yesterday. Oh, yes, thank you, JJ. I appreciate you, baby. Check your PayPal. Hold on, honey. I'm going to have this conversation. Joaquin, thank you. I appreciate you. Helena, Viva Las Vegas. I love it. Hold on, let me get to the Venmos, y'all. Y'all good people. Hold on. Let me while I'm pulling up the Venmo, let me have this conversation with you in reference to this about insecurities and what the fuck they do and why they're trash. Y'all have to understand something, that I'm a person who had been very insecure about a lot of things for a very long time in my life. Claire, I see you on Venmo, baby. Thank you, mama. And we'll be friends on Venmo in a second. Insecurities are trash. Fuck insecurities. You got some insecurities? Fuck them. Screw them. Let me tell you something. Insecurities are created by people who don't like you, that you have now placed into yourself because you've allowed that person to set up shop here. You never had an insecurity. You did not until you saw something on TV that made you feel some kind of way. A parent said something to you crazy. A friend who's not really your fucking friend did you in, or some random bitch, hoe bastard or whatever. I'm cussing now, Lord forgive me. But that's where your insecurities came from. When you get that in your brain, you don't have to worry about them anymore. That's when you know yourself. People can't bother you. I have situations where people sometimes try to tell me what's up or try to put doubt into my brain, and I shut that shit down now. I do not facilitate that conversation. Ride off in your motorcycle, 10%. I'm just saying, I do not facilitate those conversations. And you have to realize when somebody is trying you. And it's going to take some time, because people can be snakes, mama. That's why there's House of Slytherin. Thank you, Noel. But seriously, though, pay attention to people. Don't become paranoid, but pay attention to words, tone, inflection. You will understand when someone is really asking you a question that means something and is of importance, or if someone's trying to gather you, bitch, and worry your ass to death and cause you to have doubt in your body. Watch it. That's why you're your own worst enemy, and no one else will ever be. Let me get real sissified real quick, because the girls say I'm extra and they can't handle it. and they can't handle it. Guess what? I have moments where I want to be extra. I don't have to be extra all the time, but every now and then I want to throw a little jazz because that's just how I was feeling. If that bothers somebody so much, what's the tea? And speaking of bullshit, because now I'm about to have I love how I just named this Sunday Live because now I'm about to talk some real shit. Let's talk about Boosie real quick. Let's talk about Boosie. For those of you who don't know this water bug that lives in the United States, this is a former rapper who went to jail because he's trash. He was released and he found out that technology existed and there are phones and that he can say what he wants on any sort of screen. Now, this man has had a lot to say about the LGBT community. I don't know why he doesn't like them, so why are you talking so much about them? I think he protests too much. But then we'll get to this situation, which is the form of toxic masculinity that I cannot handle, as well as pedophilia, and for coming from him. Just moments after he was talking about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's transgender child and being like, that's disgusting, how dare they? He then bragged on camera how he gave his 12-year-old son for his birthday a prostitute to give this child fellatio. Currently, they say he's under investigation now, or it has been reported to the proper authorities as far as CPS is concerned and other things. 12. This is the same person who had a lot to say about all these other people. But do you feel what I'm saying? Okay, so we're going to bring this back to insecurities. And we're going to bring this back to people placing things on you and trying to make you feel some kind of way about something. This old garbage bag, busted body, ugly fuck motherfucker is sitting here trying to tell me and all of you about how you're supposed to live your life, and he doing that to who? Thank you, Hazel. I just saw you donating on Cash App, baby. Thank you, Cindy. Honey, honey. It just, you can't let people make you feel some kind of way because it's always those people that are telling you about stuff. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It be them. It be them all the time, girl. It's never somebody who is fully healed and has themselves together that is always trying to gather you because they don't care. They're together. Life is good. Why am I worried about other people? No. No. It's Boosie, but you know. Oh, you hear my Animal Crossing music? I'm sorry, y'all. It's Gail's birthday, and I was trying to buy her a present earlier before the live. Let me put my Animal Crossing down. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay, so we're going to relate this to Drag Race Season 12, and this is a conversation that I know we want to get to right now in reference to this. Gail is my favorite neighbor on my island, by the way. You thought it was your music? I was in the resident services because my friend gave me 2 million bells this morning. Shout out to Sarah because I needed it for my island. I'm trying to get another room in my house. So I understand a lot of people are like gagged. We have a top 3 situation with Drag Race. I totally get it. I totally get it. Personally, this is the best option in my opinion. Because now there's not a 4th person to take away from the other 3. And if you think about this situation, if you really talk about it, if we really want to go there, the thing about it is that if Sherry being disqualified, we would then take away what she did to have gotten to that top 4 position. And then now whatever queens were left behind that were eliminated, that order would have to change up, because now we're acting like as if she was never in the competition, but yet you continue to show us her on the runway for most of the time. You only skipped one of her runways. You also gave us her bits for every show, for every kind of bit and all that kind of mess. It was like you wanted her not to be in the storyline, but she was still in the storyline. So you honestly could have just kept her on the show. It would have been a jarring experience for most people, but maybe we all can agree the edit was in a favorable place for Sherry. So we as viewers weren't going to be falling in love with somebody who we're not supposed to be falling in love with. That's the intense part about this. So I'm cool with top 3. I didn't want them to go, oh, well, then put Jackie in or bring this back and let's run this again. No, just give us top 3 and let's keep it that way, because this finale in itself is going to be interesting on a Zoom call. I prefer that there be less people, so that way I know the signal will not be fucked up. How is she not in jail, though? Well, Alicia, here's that situation. Do we know that these people have actually gone to court with the evidence that they have to file whatever charges they can file against her, okay? Is in the state of New York or in the city of New York City, is that something that what she did completely illegal to where they can come for her? I don't know the full details of that because I don't give a fuck about Miss like that. I found the story. It was confirmed to be true. I was good. Goodbye. And her dress did not fit properly Friday night. That dress did not fit properly. You can call it pretty. You can say it was nice. It was cute. But she didn't fit. That dress didn't fit. She turned around, girl. That sucker was moving everywhere. I said, girl, what is this big ass little, what is this towel doing on you? Got it. God, it did not fit. It was awful. Her hips never look right. Bitch, hold on. Let's talk about this old wrongity-doggity body. How are you gonna put styrofoam in some, how are you gonna put styrofoam on your skin and still look like you are a box? I don't understand it. Her shape was never right. Her shape was never right, girl. What's that one Pokemon character who's like grass type and she has these giant hips and she's like covered in the face or whatever? It's like Rena or something stupid like that. That's what she was giving me. Why not take her off the show and then keep her there still that shade? It's just the thing, like I said, Serena, that's right, Serena. Oh, I love that I have Pokemon people in my group. Shout out to my Pokemon people. Not Jinx. Well, no, we're not going to call her Jinx. No. Definitely not a Jinxie, but it's Serena. That's the one. They need to give Jinx an evolution for my Pokemon people. I need Jinx to have an evolution. This is ridiculous. You're going to have a baby version, but you're not going to have an evolution? Okay. But yeah, top 3. Team Heidi. We're always Team Heidi. Look at me with wishful thinking. Look at me with wishful thinking. I said Team Heidi. I love it. Team Jada, Team Gigi, or Team Crystal. If y'all want to know who my team is, because, you know, normally I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to pick somebody. I want to be political. I'm Team Jada. I think if Gigi wins, I'll be okay because Gigi is fierce, but I understand why people don't want her to win. I think Crystal is entertaining and she's lovely and I would want to see her on more things. I don't want her to win, but if she won, I can see based on it being more so a fan vote thing versus her being saved all the way up till one challenge, then here we go. But I'm Team Jada. Yeah. I'm mostly always gonna be Team my people, but at the same time, you know, she's so flippin' polished. Oh, and also shout out to Jada because she tweeted me this morning. Jada Essence Hall tweeted me this morning, girl. Not Nick. Girl, bye. Nick, shut up. That's terrible. Jada saw my review and she commented on the Barry White joke from last night. You know, the one, thank you, Dustin. The one from, when I said her voice was, that tone went, Ooh, I said, okay, Barry. Oh, I'm so glad she took that joke. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so glad she's not like some other queens who I know who take my jokes extremely personal and like act like I'm trying to attack them. Who could I be talking about? Derp or derp. Thank you, Courtney. Whoa. Thank you, Mavis. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yeah, wow, wow. Okay. Jada is so cool. I'm glad she can take a joke. Look over there. Yeah, very that. Totally here for it. Why don't people want Gigi to win? I'm Team Jada, but just curious about the tea. So, okay. Let's have a conversation about why certain people don't want to win. Now, you know why certain people don't want Jada to win. And I'll leave that there. For those who don't think that same way, thank those people. But if they were to say why Jada they wouldn't want her to win, is because they probably would say she's too polished. Mm-hmm. And then somebody else, and they probably would do the Jada thing for those who are racist, would go, well, we already had Evie last year, so we can't have two black winners back to back. I'm like, but we did for seasons 1 and 2, so what's tea? I don't see a reason why not. Why does it have to be about color? Because that was a conversation on Twitter the other day. Someone was like, are we really going to have 2 back-to-back black winners? And I was like, really, girl? Like, we're not doing this today. We're not doing this. We're not doing this today. We're not doing this today. Now, to Gigi, they are saying Gigi is too, the word is privilege that's being thrown around here. And it's blowing my mind because while she may be a person of privilege, I mean, girl, come on now. She came with a suitcase, she came with a goal, and was pushing for it. She had fashion. Some of them were a little bit dipped on the certain sides or just okay kind of stuff. But she really honestly went through this competition in a very kind of high way. Now, some of us feel that she should have been in the bottom. I understand that. There are a couple times that I would have changed up the bottom situation on purpose, because it feels like, oh, we would have moved her forward. Because every time she should have been in the bottom, in my opinion, if I was going to put her in the bottom, she probably would have went home because they were all songs that were tailored to the person who was in the bottom that would have been with her. Heidi for one of them, and Widow was the other one. It was 2 times where I was like, that could have been her. It could have been her. I mean, her mom created that, and I hear you, but what about the queens that come there that have stuff made by many different people? They have stuff made too. So it's like, I mean, I don't know. I can see Gigi winning because Gigi just did a good job. Personally. She would have went, honestly, you don't get that argument, Mike. Do you honestly think if, let's say, okay, let's hold on now. Let's make a topic. Let's make a conversation. Not to drag Mike here, but just to ask the question because I hear you. If Gigi had been put in the bottom against Widow Von due to a Shaka Khan song, do you honestly think that little girl would have stayed? Or they would have said double shot take? I would have been gagged if Gigi pulled like a full stunt for that song. I would have been gagged. But do you think that would have happened? I don't think that would have, I don't think that, listen, you saw Blue Hydrangea on the stage dancing her life away. You saw it. You saw Blue Hydrangea up there dancing for her life, girl. She was throwing all kinds of boom cats. I think when it came to Gigi, and as far as the judge's decision, it wasn't that, oh, we're gonna not put her in the bottom because she's gonna go home. It's because when they looked at the competition from their standpoint of them being there in person, they're in more likable favor to Gigi. She seems to be, oh, this was a bad moment. She'll be fine next week. Don't put her in that place. We don't need her to prove anything. She's already given us so much. That's what that feels like to me when it comes to Gigi. She's given us so much early. We don't want to place her in a position where she may be in trouble. And we like her so much that it's hard for us to place her in that kind of position. The same could be said for Crystal. Crystal was in the bottom a lot. Crystal was in the bottom a lot. But Crystal didn't lip sync but one time. And that was the last episode. Think about that. Crystal was in that bottom 3 several times. And then she had a nice rise going up. But why did they not put her in the bottom? Because RuPaul fucking loves El DeBarge Crystal method. She made a point to us to tell us, like, she made a point to tell us, like, by the way, I love your hair. By the way. Oh my God. Oh, El DeBarge. Oh my goodness. You should really, every time RuPaul opened her lifting, flipping mouth. I have a joke. Every time RuPaul opened her fracking mouth. No, don't do that, y'all. I'm not going to do that. Every time she opened it, it was, oh my God, I don't ever think I have seen a disappointed face on RuPaul when she turned in front of Crystal. I think that if RuPaul wasn't married to that man right now, she would have been trying to fuck with Crystal. I promise you. It was like, sis. Crystal, to me, yeah, Crystal's gorgeous. I don't think Crystal's gonna win because I think they're gonna hold Crystal for something else with Drag Race. I think it would be a great idea if Crystal didn't win, only because I'd like to see Crystal in another setting where she continued to show her zaniness and art in another format, like All Stars, etc., etc. Only because Crystal's perspective is different in a way that is needed for television's concerns because she's so vulnerable and soft-spoken. And when she brings something to the table, it is a creative element that is necessary and needed. That is why I can't hate all of Crystal's looks. Because even the Eduardo from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends look, along with this shit right here, you know, Genie in a bottle, you gonna rub me the right way. It's like, I would never wear this, but I like to see it. Does that make sense? That wouldn't be a piece of cake, but I like to see it. Like if I was in the competition with her, I'd be like, this is crazy. But it wouldn't be in a bad way. It would be like, this is crazy. Give it. Like that's what it would be. It'd just be like that. It's interesting, and that's what I like about her. Whether it's good or bad, it's interesting, not boring. It's not boring, and that's why I like her. She's not boring. I can't imagine RuPaul being a top. I went to watch Matty turn it out in Drag Race. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. They're gonna make me the villain. They'll make me the villain so quick. Because, you know, I keep it real. So it's just they're gonna flip my shit all the way around. If they're right with how they do me, they're gonna give me a nice Miss Congeniality edit because I'll be keeping it real, but also I'm there for the girls I'm crying in the corner and stuff like that. I'm just saying. If they're good, they'll give me a nice edit, but I feel I will be getting a villain edit or an edit where I'm always combating with somebody because somebody says something slick out the side of their mouth and I have to read somebody. Lord have mercy. Y'all thought I'm laughing because when I talked to Raja, when Raja painted my face, Raja was like, girl, if you get on the show. She said they're gonna have to like, hey Maddie, can you not? A Willem edit for sure, if anything. Because they'll let me get a joke in on everybody. Will, oh, can you please be my adoptive brother? Love you. Well, we're brothers now, Will, so thank you. Oh, thanks, Puddin' Pop. Thank you, Joy. And, oh, Georgette. I love that name. That's like one of my favorite versions of George is Georgette. Love you so much, Maddie. You are a star. Thanks, baby. I appreciate you. Where's your shirt from, Maddie? It's from American Richard. They sent me some clothes recently. They heard I was going to Houston and I was having a tough time. So American Richard sent me some things. Just thought I'd have some different t-shirts to wear and, you know, give a little love to them. So shout out to American Richard for the nice promo box of cute clothes that they gave me. Just a couple of t-shirts and a mask to wear. So it was very nice. See, we all in the YouTube community try to be lovely and nice to each other. Yes, it's half a t-shirt. Half a t-shirt. Wait, what? When your persona gets big, would you ever do private party performances? I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I got a fat ass and a slim waist. You better believe it. And I'm single. The travesty. Then again, I have a lot going on, so let's not act crazy. That's another thing too. Random moment in conversation about stuff. I would love to be in a relationship with somebody, but they got to take me for me. I can't do this. I'm going to be a different person for you shit. No, 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 no. No, not again. One more time. Not again. You got to handle all this. I'm not like this all the time. I'm not always like, like I am like that a lot of the times, but not all the time. Other times I'm sitting in my house blanketed up with Netflix on. The AC is on constant fan at 68 degrees. And I'm chilling. You feel what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I do my, y'all know what I do. Grind it up. That's it. And that's me. That's literally it. I don't gotta do nothing else. I don't gotta do cook food, clean the house, do all that. Well, it's not, no, wait now, Fulani, that's in the evening time. During the daytime, I actually don't keep the AC on. In the daytime, that's just fans. Like, you just turn your fans on and you're good to go. But at nighttime, when I'm like trying to go to sleep and I want to be on my real chill, 68, 69, 70 at the highest, constant fan. And then right before I feel like I'm going to go to sleep, I put that sucker on auto and knock out. But the constant fan gets that your room feeling like you're in an ice cube or something and you just want to freeze and just something about waking up when it's cold. Oh, it's so wonderful. I love it. Ooh, especially when you don't have, like, if it's cool outside and you can crack a window. Oh, man. Eldra Patrick DeBarge. You know, my daughter and I think you and C. Diggy would be a cute couple. I'm just saying. I mean, Chris is very handsome, yeah. I mean, Chris is cool people. I'm not about to start that conversation on this live. He's very handsome, but yes, I think it would be too. Love waking up cold, wrapped in a snugly blanket. Absolutely. I did talk about my moving already. Paranoid. We'll be definitely leaving next Monday. Jeffrey, shut up. We'll be definitely leaving next Monday. And I'm just trying to collect everything now. And me and Alex are working on our game plan from that too. So it's like, yeah. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm also nervous, but I'm like, hey, this is going to be the best thing for me. And it's also the best thing for the channel. And I promise a video a day. I'm also thinking about making a TikTok account so that way I can get some dance videos in there, girl, because I've been dying to do some of these dance challenges and I've been dying to make some videos to me dancing to music because y'all know I can cut the fuck up. So I'm like, if I get to this house and Alex is talking about the space that we're gonna have, I'm gonna be able to make some videos and I'm like hyped about it. So that's why I'm like, I have to do this. How's Pizza Cake doing? Pizza has been in the closet, but Pizza's coming back out because once I get to Vegas, I'm going to be really working on my face again. I'm really going to start this up because I just haven't had an actual bathroom to work into in an actual moment to sit down and just be like, let me do my mug. Thank you, Norman. Hey, Fran. I just realized it's you, Mr. McFall. Thank you, baby. Joy, love, joyful, joyful. You need a sugar daddy at home. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I gotta get a TikTok. Everyone's like, get your TikTok. You need to get a TikTok, Maddie, because you can dance, girl. And Jamar, actually, let's give a moment. Shout out to Jamar84. I was on the phone with him just last night. Jamar had painted himself and gotten full geesh and called me so he could show me and I could criticize his look like I always do, because that's just, I'm that friend. I am your friend who I'm gonna give you love, but I'm also gonna give you a hard time just to give you a hard time, not to make you feel bad, but just to be like, it's terrible. It's not, but I'm like, it's terrible. You're terrible. Um, Me and Jamar were on the phone for a good hour and some change, and we just talked about everything that was going on and what he's doing and everything that's happening. He's in a good place right now. I told him I was moving in with Alex, which he's like, that's amazing. And we're gonna try to do a video soon. We're working on that now. What I might end up doing is creating a TikTok account, and then me and Jamar just collab on a bunch of TikToks together, and we just share it via, YouTube or whatever, whatever. But that's my boy. I'm very happy he's in a good place right now, and yeah, it's always good to hear from him because I've been missing out on a lot of my friends lately, and so it's nice when I get to hear from people who know me. Get to talk to me. So, have you made a Facebook avatar yet? Hell no, those are ugly. Girl, oh, can we talk about what is Facebook doing? Why? What is this what is happening? Have y'all seen these ugly creatures they call avatars on Facebook? My God. They're all hideous. Everyone's like, look at me. And I'm like, no. Yes, Facebook has now started trying to be like everybody else who does avatars. And now they're doing this avatar kind of situation. And it's dumb. And I'm like, ew. And everything's gross. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, stop. And you can be like, ugh. And I'm like, no. Why? I'm really thinking about deleting my Facebook account. I really want to, y'all. I have some family. I mean, this conversation. I was going to delete it yesterday, for that matter, because once I was going through everything, I was like, why do I have this Facebook account? I'm not even on Facebook like that anymore. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Twitter. I used to not even give Twitter time, bitch, but now I love Twitter. Isn't that weird? I was like, ew, Twitter, no. But now I'm like a huge fan of Twitter. Twitter's so fun. But yeah, the family that's on, I have a lot of family members that are connected to me via Facebook. And now it's like, y'all ain't fucking with me like that. So why do I have it? Plus, they collect too much information too. I think one of the only reasons I have my Facebook still is because my mom's account is still up there. So sometimes I like to go into her account and just look through her pictures, etc. Was supposed to have her account deleted, but I didn't do it because I wanted to keep it up for some of us family members who want to continue to see my mom, just little stuff that she would post and say. There's still conversations up that she's had with me where she was like, I sent you $20 and she tagged me. And I'm like, Mommy, like, stop. Like, don't tell everybody what you just did. Well, I wanted you to have it. Did you get it? Yes, I got it. Or I'd always get praying for you, Matthew, which I'm always like, Mom, you don't do that because you know what that is. I'm headed to Vegas, not this Monday, but the following Monday. So I'm trying to get enough funds for a plane ticket right now because they did jump back up and my $50 ticket is no longer a reality. So I'm going to be leaving on the 20th. Wow, on Memorial Day. I'll be leaving on the 25th. Yeah. Wrong pipe. Wrong pipe. Wrong pipe. Ooh, wrong pipe. Wrong pipe. Wrong pipe. Hold on. Okay. Whoa. Girl, y'all know that feeling. Oh, I'm tearing up because that like really stopped my breathing. When you're taking a sip of something and you've like, I don't know, something happens with whatever, how you're sipping and swallowing and it goes down the wrong pipe. Girl. Woo! Ooh. I've never seen you gag before. I never gagged. Hold on. I'm fine. I'm good. Huh? Y'all hear that? I'm trying to figure it out. Oh my god. Baby, I'm sitting here like, I was like, what is happening? But it was the chair. It's the chair. It's the chair. All right, I'm done. All right, next conversation, please. I was like, what is that? Because I was moving, I thought it was the back like this, but it's the actual chair itself. So when I was like shifting my body, it's like, it's like, wait, what is happening? Oh my God. I will be doing We're Here. Please, oh child, go get this old piece of shit out of here, Alicia. Get this piece of shit out of here. Get this piece of shit out of here. Get this piece of shit out of here. Please and thank you. Get this old raggedy, ugly bitch with a bad avatar out of here. You're sleeping on someone's floor right now with roaches crawling into your hole. Calm down, baby. This is not the way for you. You tried it. You tried it. Oh, you tried it, girl. Wait, they don't want me to talk like what? Oh my gosh. Woo. You sad old sack of shit. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't for this team, baby. They'll be logging into their next account from their tired email with only 30 things in the inbox. Girl, I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing it today. Who is she? Nobody. Oh, another one. Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do. Do. So many angry people in this world. Thank you for your dislikes. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, someone knows Jill Scott. I can pay my own light bills, baby. Pay my own things with my own car. Yes, I love Jill Scott. By the way, Jill won that battle with Erykah Badu, by the way. By the way. I love Erykah, but for real. I'ma take this bitch to college. I'ma read. I'ma read that bitch. Proofread that bitch. I'ma take that bitch to college. I'ma give that bitch some knowledge. I'ma read. If y'all don't know that song, that's by Zebra Cats. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm gonna take that bitch to college. I'm gonna give that bitch some knowledge. Yes, that is, oh, this is one of my favorites. That's what I normally listen to after seeing something stupid like what those people just wrote on my live, trying to interrupt the flow and the positive love that's happening this way. Isn't that sad? Who gave them internet access? Get off your mom's phone. Can I just say that to some people? Why are you on your mama's phone trying to read somebody? Why are you getting on somebody else's Wi-Fi trying to get somebody together? How dare you, girl? You're on a family plan trying to read someone's sister. You can't even pay your own bill. What is happening here? How does that make sense to you? Girl, you sitting in the studio somewhere with roaches, bitch, trying to read somebody. Yeah. I don't understand. Anywho, bitch, Obama phone trying to rock on somebody. Okay, that's cute. Ew, what you want to do? Miss Thing? No, somebody tried it and was saying don't talk like a sissy and like that kind of stuff. And, oh my God, I'm going to make this gay man feel bad or whatever, just trying to troll and spam. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, girl, I know you in that $35 phone plan, which is not anything to read and yak about, but I know you're not doing me. I know you're not. I know you couldn't possibly be. Not on a family plan. Not on a family plan, girl. You could not. 8 people, you say. The bill's only $20. My God. It's going to be cohesive. It's going to be my thesis. Yes, Alicia, that bothered me about We're Here. It's a good show. But do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's the thing. Imagine a show that's positive, that's not displacing any sort of hate, but just love and growth and understanding. And they were given just the most disgust. I just cannot take certain people. That's why when this individual came in here and started typing and stuff, it was like, that's interesting that you would do that, because that's the only armor and protection that you have is a keyboard, is a computer screen. You are afraid of me. You are afraid of us. You are afraid of us. You're afraid of where we are going and how far we will continue to go. You are stuck, bitch. You are mad. You are mad, girl. Everybody's growing but you. Oh, how dare they? Oof, what's going on? Ketchup, not on fries. The man with nothing to give will be the loudest in the room. The empty wagon makes the most noise, and a hit dog will holler. A full wagon is quite silent. It's quite grounded to the road. It has everything it needs. An empty one has nothing to give and nothing in it. Therefore, the bumps are felt and the noises are loud. Celebrity Drag Race was trash. I love Monique Hart, and she deserved better. I love Vanjie, and she deserved better. Alyssa was there for the second time, so it was nice to see her. But let's be clear. Who the fuck were those people? And no shade to them. I know Phoebe from a commercial for her show that I have not watched yet, that I need to watch. Madison Beer, it was like, now how are they going to, the first thing I said was, how are they going to paint her face? It's already chiseled. It's already perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but on a European standard scale of facial construction, that would be considered perfect. On a European scale. I'm going to watch Two Dope Queens. I'm going to give it some time, Osstown, because I was like, damn. And she was rude to Chanel. I can only imagine how that went down. She's a beautiful girl. I'm just like, when she walked in, it was like, so why is she here? Does she need help? I don't understand. Oh, y'all don't know that tea? Oh, bitch. Oh, let me get to that in a second. Haley Kiyoko is the only one who I actually knew of in some sort of light and capacity. And then Jake Yonsei was like, girl, she's the self-proclaimed queen of the lesbians. I was like, oh, that's right. And then I remembered all the videos. Now, there is tea on Twitter that Chanel responded to something in reference to somebody saying Madison Beer was there, da 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 da. And Chanel was like, she was a nightmare. And they're like, what? And she was very rude to me, et cetera, et cetera. So she explained, not in full detail, but basically indicated that she was not a great person to her while they were, while she was working on her face. I mean, you saw her face when she came out in her, whatever you want to call that. That wasn't drag to me, girl. She just had a costume on and she walked out with a lot of makeup. I can only imagine how that conversation went down. And that's why I'm sitting here like, oof, really, girl? You know the fans, we don't play with our queens now. You come for one, you come for the entire community. And Chanel is well liked. So, oops. If I had the chance to meet any of the queens. Listen, every time I meet some of them and I get nervous. Okay, hold on. I got to update this. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Takara. And thank you, Natasha. I just saw your Venmo donations, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you. I like Chanel, and I think Chanel has a lot of great advice for a lot of people that a lot of people should take and consider. You know what I'm saying? Um, mm, I don't know. It's sad to hear that. I don't like it when people are trying to work with other folks and they just be on some bullshit. Ralph, I see you on the cash, baby. What's up, Courtney? Thank you, mama. She's a really pretty girl. I'm here for the transformation. I didn't care for it. Okay, I'll be clear with y'all. This is how I wish they did the order of this show for the show to have a rhythm that would have made sense for me. So that way I can not be uninterested in these people but want to know who they are versus being so hyped from a first episode that the next one's trash. So I think that episode 1 was perfect in my opinion for who that went first for those men. I didn't care for it, but I think that was a good run for number 1. Now, the second episode should have been this last one. This last one should have been episode 2. People who are not necessarily, we know them, but there's a section of people who know these people. So they're getting the first dibs on folks. And then we're told it's Celebrity Drag Race. I also think they should have gave away who was going to be on the show versus say secret. And then you just have to wait to see who shows up. I think that's bullshit. I don't want to have a secret again because those 2 episodes were trash. And if I had knew who was going to be on there, I wouldn't have watched. And I would have saved myself some time. So if you do that to then get the viewer to wait to see who's going to be on there just so we can leave from the show, you still get those views from the first 5 minutes of the episode. It's sneaky to me. So in my opinion, tell us who's going to be on there or give at least 3 or 4 people from an episode so we have someone to be like, oh, that's a looking forward to moment. Then the other 2 could be surprises, whatever you want to do. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel about it. It don't have to be that way. I may be talking some nonsense. But episode 1 was fine. Episode 4 should have been 2. I think that the either or Vanessa Williams episode or the Matt Eisman episode could have been 3 or 4. Those 2 were so good. Those episodes were so good. It's a shame that the other 2 were trash. And it's not because those people aren't good people. It's because they were not entertaining or interesting. I was listening to Monique. I was listening to Vanjie. I was listening to Alyssa. They were loud and I loved it. That's all though. But that was it for me. And I felt bad for them because I'm like, I mean, y'all could have really had like some real awesome people with compromising personalities to them. Because if I were to put Tammy Roman with somebody, Vanessa Vanjie would have been the one, or Monique Hart would have been the one. And then we could go down the line. There's just a lot to it. I was just like, Somebody outside is in their car and they need to wait for it to cool down, apparently. I've been watching the RuPaul's Daily. Did you hear Monique in the background when they were talking to Alyssa? Yes. Hey, Sunny Delight, welcome to the live. And hey, everybody, thanks for being here. Um, for those of you who are, what is this, 1 hour and 9 minutes in, we've talked about season 12, top three, our feelings on that. Thank you, Caitlin, for your donating on Venmo. I just saw that, baby. For those of you who know, I'm not going to be in Houston after this week. The next week, I'm going to be traveling to Vegas. I'm going to be living with Alexander Rogers, a fellow YouTuber, and we're going to try to work something out for the next month or two. And so I am gone through all my finances just to be out here in my crazy situation, which y'all remember. So if you do want to donate to the channel, it's going to this move into the Vegas that I'm going to be with Alex, helping with the rent there, of course, with food, groceries, et cetera, because I'm not going to be ordering out for a while. I got to budget. I'm out now. Great show. Bye, Noella. Take care. So if you do want to donate, Cash App, $ MattyRants, Venmo, MattyRants, PayPal.me/MattyRants, okay? But back to this, when it comes to Secret Celebrity Drag Race, it's a great idea. I'm actually here for the Vanessa Williams episode, Matt Eisman episodes, those episodes, they made me like the concept and want it to be something that is a continuing effort from World of Wonder, from VH1. It's a smart idea, but you got to get people who have personality, who are also well known for something. Hey, Dixie, don't worry. You may be late, but we're on our next hour here. For those of you who've been for the first hour, thank you for being here. Have a great day if you need to go. We all have lives. If you're here for this last hour, you're still here for the conversation. You haven't gone nowhere. Am I back? Can y'all hear me now? Let me know. We're back? Okay, cool. Let me know. Let me know. Oh, let me know when I feel. Sometimes it's hard to tell you so. Oh, and right? What you think we know when I feel. Yeah, okay. Conversation, Aaliyah. I don't like it when people put her in conversations about if Aaliyah was still alive. And also, that song was from the Isley Brothers first, and then Aaliyah redid it, by the way. So I hear Aaliyah in here, but that was the Isley Brothers first, boo, and then it was Aaliyah. Okay? I remember the Isley Brothers first, and then the Aaliyah one was like the best. That was like, oh, so great. Alicia, yes, thank you, baby. I appreciate you, mama. Come on, Falana. You know I know. You know I know, girl. My parents, my daddy is 74 years old. I grew up in a house of old school music. Mr. Biggs, But Aaliyah was one of my, when I was growing up, artists that I would listen to every single solitary day of my life. Okay. I listened to her all the time. The last album she came out with, that red one, that was on repeat like nobody's business. When she died, when she passed away, and that whole, I don't know if y'all remember, some of you may be young, but for those of you who remember when this happened, when MTV was actually still a great television network, every news coverage in the world, like, it was like, what? I was so gone that day, y'all. I had to be taken out of school. I was gone. My mama could not she could not wrap her head around it. She was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No!" Like I lost like my idol, and it was insane. And I was loving Beyonce this time too, but Aaliyah, back in the oh girl, please, that little girl, Mama. Listen, you know why I liked her too? Because she was sexy and beautiful, but she didn't have like this gigantic, fake body. She didn't have this fake like plasticness. And there's nothing wrong with you wanting to change your body and look the way you want to look for yourself. But she was so freaking real. Like it was always real with her. Even though the whole R. Kelly relationship was nasty, that was like, what is happening here? Ew. Um, mm, 4-page letter. Ooh, I'm sending you a 4-page letter, and I enclose it with a kiss. Couple. And if I write you, you better get it on time. I refuse. Ooh, the tracks. The tracks. They're white? They ain't white. This lighting must be doing me really nice. I brushed my teeth this morning, Mama, but if I were to be real honest with you, I need to go to the dentist bad. I need to go to the dentist bad, bad, bad. I need a cleaning and all that, okay? I think my favorite song from her, I cannot remember the name because I can't find that album. I can't find the album. I can't find it. But it's and it's me and you, and it's you and me, and it's whatever it used to be. And I'm telling you, yeah, that's my favorite Aaliyah song. That's my favorite one. Next to I'm sick and tired of the loose rap. Oh, that was such a good song. I love loose rap. That was such a good one. Yeah, that whole album was it. Sorry. If your girl only knew. Then okay, stop. Let me stop. Okay. I can go on about Aaliyah forever. I just don't want people to continue to put her in this. If she was still alive, stop doing that. That's so whack. Like, if Whitney was still alive, like, would she still be going through her issues? Like, if all that kind of stuff was not, stop doing that. That is trash. Those people are passed away. They are gone. Let them rest in peace. Stop thinking about the past like that so damn much. Appreciate the art that we were given. I mean, Lauryn Hill is still on this earth, and we only got one album out of her. Have that conversation. Lauryn Hill has one album out, alive, late to every concert. So, girl, don't get me started on Selena. Now we're gonna start crying. We talk about Selena because Selena is like a god. Like Selena and Aaliyah are on that. They both were on that level of just almost to the mega peak of something, and then, oh, it's amazing. But for real though, like, I like Lauryn Hill, but Lauryn Hill is trash for how she's been doing all her fans. You got me fucked up to have me sitting outside for 4 hours for you to come here with a ratchet ass throat to sing in some concert and it be some bullshit. I will fight. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still mad at Janet Jackson for having me sit in the rain, for her to have some kids a dance to Made for Now, that trash ass song. I love Janet, but that was do. Alexander Rogers can tell you about that story. That was bullshit. But no, I for 4 hours, I was mad at Beyonce and Jay-Z for making me wait an hour and a half at the Minute Maid Stadium for On the Run tour. I was pissed. I love her, but I was like, I have things to do tonight. I have stuff to do. When I'm dreaming of you tonight. Oh, now you got me thinking about Selena. Holding me tight. Solange. Okay, I have a story because Solange was here in Houston, and she performed for free for all Houstonians, like at this outdoor event venue out here in Houston. Okay, like Discovery Green, I believe. So it was free. It was absolutely free, and it was great, y'all. And so Solange did that for her city because she's from Houston. You know, Beyonce and her from Houston. That's why that last album she did was a huge deal for me because every song related to Houston, Texas. She even mentioned the Beltway, which I used to live off. Like everything about it was something for me. But she performed that song by Selena. Solange did, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie. She sang that song. It was almost like hearing Selena for a second, but not really. But Solange was singing the fuck out of it. And I said, "Oh my God." And everybody in here, we were all flipping out when we heard her start singing the song. It was like, "What?" She's like, she was my artist that I loved when I was growing up, and she was a huge inspiration to me. And she started singing it, and I was like, "Stop it! Stop it!" Like, and she sang it well. That's my favorite part about Solange and why I like the fact that she stepped out on her own from Beyonce. And people used to do this Beyonce's little sister bit, but she's like, you know what I'm saying? It's nice when someone can finally develop their own sound and their own look and their own flavor. And you can just do this with them and stop being like, well, she's trying to be like, no. Because back in the day when Solange first came out and she was doing songs with Bow Wow and Little Romeos and everybody who's on the Growing Up Hip Hop cast right now, oop, that's a gag. That's a gag. Everybody that Solange has worked with back in the day is now on the Growing Up Hip Hop cast currently as we speak. Get into that. Get into that. That shows you about somebody's career and how they take themselves seriously with what they're trying to do with their art. You don't have to take this road, baby. You don't have to take that road, mama. You didn't have to do reality TV. I think Letting Go was the first one that really got me into her visual aesthetic when she was in Africa and she did that. Tell me the truth, boy, when I dig in for good. I know losing you. There we go. Waiting for the rest of me. I need to. Oh my God, I want to watch that video right now. Ah, I love that song. I love that song. Love that song. I don't watch Growing Up Hip Hop because they're all in their 30s talking about growing up hip hop. It is Love and Hip Hop for a different network. You won't fool me. You won't fool me. But Solange's moment for me, I'm doing my artist talk now because I can bring up a whole bunch of music artists. But her moment for me was when she did Don't Touch My Hair. Y'all know I've been growing my hair. Y'all know how sensitive I am about my hair. Y'all know my space has been violated about my hair. And when she sang that song, that and Cranes in the Sky, man. Woo! Cranes in the Sky, man. Woo, woo, woo. When she's like, I tried to drink it away, I was like, no, this is not happening. This is not happening. She's not speaking to me. Oof. Weary's a good one too. Man, Weary's a good one. Yeah, I've had that. Listen, I have lived in Houston, Texas for many years and never had anybody disrespect me in my hair. And if they did try to, I literally was asked first, is it okay if I touch your hair? But in LA, in Los Angeles, I dealt with so many, and this was mostly white gays and Latin gays who would just touch my hair and not ask me. Most of them were inebriated, so there is alcohol to be played in that. But it was like a thing, and I didn't understand that. Thank you, Sarah. I just saw you donating on Cash App. I just don't understand it. I know, and I love the Latin gays too. I love everybody. Let's just be clear. I love everybody. Don't ever get it twisted. I just was kind of confused when that happened because I thought at one point these people should have been more sensitive to, my space, but also with what's going on with my hair. So what happened was the guy who was Latin who did that to me was in Hamburger Mary's, and he literally put his he literally did this to my hair. He said, your hair is so crazy. And I was like, what? And so his friend, really nice lady, I think her name was like, I forget her name. It was like Sarah or something. She was also Latina. And she was like, please don't think of him this way. Please don't hold that again. He's really drunk. He's really drunk. And it's the truth. Like, he is drunk, and so he is just, when you get really pissy, you forget your boundaries and your spacing. But it was like he got mad because I got mad. And it just was like, I can't do this right now. Like, you have touched my hair. You've now put your hands in my scalp. I don't know where his hands were. I don't know if he just came out the bathroom. You feel what I'm saying? Like, ugh. Ugh. I do, Adrian. I feel that way, but I also feel like some people, okay, oh, this is about to get real. Oh, it's about to get real. Please, y'all understand where I'm coming from. Don't think that I'm pinpointing things on certain people, but just hear how I'm about to have this conversation with you about Black gay men in gay environments that are not where we're not the majority and we're a minority. There are certain times where I have seen for myself and have witnessed a thing about certain Black men wanting to be in the group and wanting to be a part of the scene. And a lot of the scene comes from and stems from white gays, okay? Or those who are white adjacent. And there's nothing wrong about, you wanting to be a part of a bigger group and being a social butterfly, but it comes with what the group is and where they place you. So you become, at a certain point, based on how the group looks, like a token Black, and you don't want to be that person. Now, I don't know everybody in those situations, so I cannot judge them based on the friendships that they choose and who they want to be with. But when I see stuff like them calling you the N-word or saying the N-word around you or fucking with your hair or playing with you in a certain way in public with people where other Black people are around, and they see that you're going and doing that, it is a little weird. There's also the fetishization of Black men in the gay community, especially because of penis sizes and all that type of stuff. And so there's a thing where you won't date a Black man or be with him, but you'll fuck him. That kind of stuff. So it's very difficult for me when I see a situation, and this is not everybody. Please don't align this to you and think that, oh, Matty feels this way about whites and gay. No, 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 no. I'm talking about a social standpoint of how things look to everybody else on the outside based on what we can hear, what we see, and what we have knowledge of with the people that you have in front of you. Because while there's 7 of you, one person knows one of the 7 who knows one of me, who now has told me things about you. I now have to go in your group, and now we have to think about who's in the group. Shout out to Mimi Cherry, love you, baby. So you then become guilty by association, and we don't have to do that and shouldn't do that with a lot of people, but it also raises questions when in your group that person could be racist, that person could have been transphobic, that person could have said something fucked up, that person could have been very problematic, and you are now in this group and it hasn't been addressed, it hasn't been touched, you haven't said anything about it, so it's almost like you're saying it's okay. So for me, let me explain something about me. When I was growing up in Houston, I had a majority of white gay friends originally before I had Black gay friends, because I was just coming out. And the girls who I rolled with out here, I should say, were very popular. But a lot of those people who I was with were also very ignorant. So, yeah, they were very ignorant. So I would have moments where my nickname was Black Matt because there were 2 Matthews. So they called the other Matt White Matt, and I was Black Matt. 16, 17, 18, I didn't catch the bullshit in that. I felt uncomfortable, but I didn't catch the bullshit in it until it became something where it was like a joke almost. Like, oh, Black Matt's coming over, or da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And there were other times too where conversations about, I want to be with him because he's got a big whatever, or I'm going to do that because I like this and that, da 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 da. And so I then started to realize who these people were, and what made me even understand it more so was because I would see other Black gays in this group that I was in, let them call them the N-word, let them say stuff that was very inappropriate, ignorant, racist type of stuff, and then just take it because they wanted to be so like in the group. and then want to be hated and wanting to be a part of the scene and scenario and da 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 da. I've been in this game for many years, so I have seen the bullshit. Excuse me, Hollywood, not LA. There's a lot of good in LA, but Hollywood people, you're fine. But that's a moment in time that I can place into these scenarios and situations now where I've also seen other stuff that's happened where that's the case, but that's not always true all the time. So I don't want you to think that what I'm saying is literally like, oh, that's everybody. No, 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 no. That's just specific typing with people. And you have to pay attention to those groups because those are the most toxic groups. Those are the people who sit there and believe that what they say should be everything and should be law and can't understand someone else's different perspective and growth because they're so focused on looking away and doing this and doing that. And I'm all for you keeping your shit together, boo, but I need y'all to understand what love, kindness, and respect is. It's hard. Oh. Shout out to Joy. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Michelle Bend. I almost finished that last name. I had to stop. Hey, Matty, I'm such a fan. I appreciate you and your videos so much. Stay focused, stay true. All good things your way, Matty. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. I've talked forever. I need chapstick. I just felt a dry lip moment. Well, the thing about it is there's a difference between someone being ignorant and someone being racist. So I think we as people also need to understand where our verbiage comes from when we call somebody a racist and when we call somebody ignorant. Because not everybody is racist, but a lot of people are ignorant. A lot of people are ignorant. They don't know any better because guess what? They just don't know any better. They have not been around nobody. That's another thing too. Willful ignorance as well. And you know what? It's so funny you bring that up, and I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. With the willful ignorance part, because that actually happens for more than just a certain percentage of people. I know I have a friend of mine right now who's willfully ignorant all the time. Does things to you, but when you do it to them, they blow up. And it's like, but you just did that to me. I'm only reciprocating what you've given me, and they can't handle it every time. So what I don't do is I don't retread my steps on people. You know, when I said what the fuck I said, I meant it and I was done with it. It's done. And while I'm saying it with this tone and you're like, oh my God about it, you should feel oh my God about it because I shouldn't have to explain that again. It shouldn't have to be, it is narcissistic. And I don't have to explain anything to you. You've heard enough. You shouldn't, to think something's okay when you know it's not okay is insane to me. And that it's happened quite a couple times with me. I don't play that shit, girl. I don't do it anymore because I felt that what I was trying to do in those situations while explaining myself to somebody is now I'm being chastised or I'm being held accountable for something I don't need to be held accountable for. And now the problem is now mine when it's really just theirs. Don't let somebody put their problems on you. The gaslighting of it all. John, speak on it because I have an issue with people who ask me questions that are meant to actually be a loaded question about something else. Don't you ask me something and you want to ask me something else or tell it to me in a different way. Because when you ask me the question and then you go, well, why I asked the question was, no, 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 we're not doing this. I will end that call. I will hang up the phone. Ask me what you want to ask me. Don't bait me into a question that you know I'm going to answer differently just so you could try to tell me what. It's a real conversation. Let me know if it came back up for y'all real quick because we had a little technical difficulties here. Tell me when you're ready. Okay, we good. All right. Back to this conversation. I'm glad we're having this moment. As y'all know, I do drag race and I talk videos, but in reality, this is the kind of stuff I want to do. I want to have real ass conversations about stuff that we're facing and bring up the conversation. And while I'm always up for a good debate, it needs to be in a healthy manner because a lot of people try to have conversations for their own selfish benefits of their own mental disabilities. And when I say that, I mean that in terms of willful ignorance, okay? So whenever somebody is really loading you up for a question, walk away. If they can't tell you what it is up front, that means that what they're going to ask you is bullshit and they know that it's bullshit. Don't take those questions. Mm-hmm. The internet really brings out so much racism too. I get exhausted sometimes by the amount of white comments I have to report. Girl, say that again. Say that again. It's like what can you do? Like I can't just sit here and just let you be like, you know, friend of mine is selfish as hell. You gotta listen. My phone that I'm recording on is like at 20%. So that was my phone telling me, hey, bitch, hurry up. Hold on, y'all. Let me go ahead and get this wire up in here so I can finish out this last 24 minutes correctly. Don't you fall, bitch. Okay. Done. Okay, we good? We good? Slow down for a little bit. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're still good to go. All right. This is the time where we can hold ourselves accountable the most and the best because we are literally stuck at home. We are in a situation where we cannot be sociable. I know that a lot of people have broken their boundaries as far as going out and meeting other people and still breaking their sense of whatever, health and putting their lives at risk. Um, you know, I'm now at a place where I'm like, let them be. Natural selection, let them be. If you want to do all that, just don't come over here. Like, real talk. Because it's like, at this point, we can't stop nobody. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. But I have seen The Walking Dead, Alexia. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Have at it. Have at it. Do what you need to do. But no way. Now, if you end up in this hospital with a cough, girl, the giggle I'll have. But no, where you can put your life at risk. Not for me though. For real, move away from me with this Apollo. Oh, it's freezing. Lord. It probably looks all wrong. Hold on, let me refresh. Oh, I look terrible. You're fine for me? Okay, on my computer. Maybe this will help. He's keeping it too real up in here, honey. Okay, I'm back. Okay, it's much clearer now. Mr. Mike, you walked in and you helped my signal look better. Okay. Hold on, let's give some love to Mike. I love Mike's commentary. I love it. Came to the party late, takes the old girl more time to apply rouge. I hate you, Mike. Are you saying I can't bitch and moan about RuPaul and her damn fake ass tone no more, Maddie? Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch, you can't. We got All Stars coming up on June, ho, so we can continue to be upset. Oh, okay. Let's do this, y'all, because I don't know how the signal's gonna hold up for the rest of the time while I'm doing this live. So let me go ahead and wrap this up, so that way we can at least end on a good note. I love how this commercial's coming up perfectly fine. Um, I want to say this to wrap this up. I love y'all more than you know. DragCon Online, yeah, I talked about it. It was, I mean, my issue with DragCon Online was you didn't give us enough, you know, we knew about it 3 days prior to it starting. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate you, baby. Like, we honestly, they gave us 3 days for that. I hate that shit. That was trash. I needed like at least 2 weeks to get ready for that because say we all had something to do or I had a video to plan. I don't know who that was. I just was like, I don't know what's happening here. Like, ugh. Okay. Oh, I'm so fucking sick of this thing. Okay, y'all, I gotta end the live because it's messing up. Okay. I don't, this finale is coming up soon. You know, I'll be covering it. We're here. I'm gonna be covering that. I missed episode 3, so I'm gonna do an episode 3 and 4 together bit. I'm moving to Vegas. I'm getting the hell out of Houston. This has been the worst experience of me coming out here, but it's now gonna be the best experience to go into Vegas. I need all the help I can get. If anything and everything, please help me out in any kind of way you possibly can. You just being here and talking to me again is the best ever. Um, so I honestly appreciate all the love y'all have given me. I appreciate everything you've done. I couldn't ask for a better family. I couldn't ask for a better rant pack. I'm so lucky. I'm more than lucky. I'm blessed and I'm thankful. Um, you know, around girls, take it from your hateful old auntie to help Maddie out. You deserve it. Oh, Mr. Mike, I gotta meet you, friend. I have got to meet you. I have got to meet you. I have got to meet you. Sissy, I need some tea with you, baby. I already know if I sit on the porch with you, dear God Almighty, we are going to have a cackle and a half. My God, okay? I love you too. I love y'all so much. Thank you again for being here to support me and listen to me ramble on about my life and all that other kind of bullshit. And talk about things happening in the world today as well as with our favorite shows of RuPaul's Drag Race. I will again do this next Sunday as I am packing my things. And of course, once I get to the Home de la Home with Alexander the Rogers, every Sunday we are doing a live. And I promise the Wi-Fi is probably going to be millions times better when I get there, and I'm excited for it, and I'm thankful again for y'all. So, hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. It's your boy Matty Rants. I will be playing Shirt Up. Is it all the way up? Oh, nipples. Okay, I will be playing Animal Crossing for the rest of my day. I'm trying to conserve money, so I'm not going to be ordering no food. I gotta save every penny I got to make sure this move in this transition is great. So I love you. I love you all. Please take care. Um, Let me know via Instagram about coming to my island. We'll work out a dodo code situation because I don't want too many people on there because it crashed my game last time. But okay, bye. I love y'all. Take care. Puss. Listen. I love you. Love yourself. Take care.